I want to kick off Season 4 of Contemplify with a short poem from Rumi. Your naked freedom is your shield. Good poetry is inherently spiritual. It is a clown car of interpretation. Once the door of perception is opened, endless and surprising ahas tumble out. If you have a spiritual teacher who embodies a poem, their words become thunder and contemplation soaks you. You know, there is a teacher who's having the greatest impact on me right now, and he does this. And this teacher is uneducated and illiterate. This teacher is my 4-year-old son. Here's the story. 2 days ago, my wife Laura had a meeting with this teacher. Laura had learned that morning our son had been spouting mildly inappropriate song lyrics to his classmates. Nothing profane, but probably not best for a preschool. He was getting laughs from his classmates, so he continued with the kids he doesn't know as well. His teacher, witnessing a quieter kid coming out of a shell, gave him space to continue his antics. Thinking this was the end of the story, I chuckled and headed to the kitchen. That's when Laura said, and then the unexpected happened. My son turned to his teachers and started calling them out by name and quoting Rumi. Mickey, your naked freedom is your shield. Taylor, your naked freedom is your shield. As Laura is telling me this, I was so proud and dying of laughter. I grabbed the compost bucket to bring it to the backyard when my teacher ran to the doorway. He had shed all of his clothes and was wearing nothing but a smile. He had heard Laura relaying the story from his morning at school. My son, embodying the poem he had memorized, shouted the thunderous words at me. Papa, your naked freedom is your shield. As I walked outside, I responded, my naked freedom is my shield. He shouted louder, Papa, your naked freedom is your shield. So I shouted louder, my naked freedom is my shield. It was like that end scene from Good Will Hunting. The words finally landed and grafted themselves to my jangling bones. And of course, I turned to see my neighbor standing there with his dog, to which I only said, Hey there, Neil. See, your life is your primary teacher. We exercise spiritual practices to soften our sensitivity to the spirit that blows where it will in our life. It takes consistent vulnerability to allow, respect, and invite all of life to be your teacher. This is the shield that protects your heart from hardening. I forget this often. So to get my attention, my teacher sometimes has to get naked and shout, your naked freedom is your shield. Hey everyone, it's Paul, and this is Contemplify, where we seek to kindle the examined life for contemplatives in the world. In this season of Contemplify, I am eager to share with you conversations with contemplative artists who swim in mystic waters, writers who trace their fingers along ancient lines, and an elder who seeks the company of trees, a scholar who records the silent desert, and so much more. I find a naked freedom in this season and cannot wait to share it with all of you. The first episode comes out next week, with a new episode following 2 weeks after that, and so forth. In the meantime, slide over to contemplify.com to sign up for the monthly Contemplify non-required reading list, which I tee up with a contemplative musing, reflect on a few books that have come across my desk, and wink at art and articles that are currently stirring my soul. Again, you can do that over at contemplify.com. And if you are enjoying Contemplify, please rate and review it on your podcast player. The internet is a huge place. This helps spread the Contemplify cheer. The theme of Contemplify is called Langside. It's by Charles Enns and Darren Hovius. Fellas, thanks as always. I cannot wait to bring you more musings and conversations with contemplatives in the world here in the near future. Until then, be well.